This is the sixth time I've recorded my voiceover for this. I am very bad at voiceovers, but my name is Olive Geese, and I am going to show you through my gratitude journal from November of last year. I made this journal, I did some TikToks posting the gratitude journal. I think I posted some of it on YouTube in the shorts, and I just felt like a, a long video would be best, kind of explaining the process, showing the finished project, and what I kind of gained from that. So I kind of took a multifaceted approach, if you will, to a gratitude journal. I wrote things that I was grateful for. I stuck things like stickers and ephemera that I was grateful for. A lot of it you can see throughout the journal is fall themed because fall is my favorite season. It was a lot of things that just kind of spoke to me at the time. And I think that even if you don't watch this video and you get like a gratitude journal from it, maybe this some of it you can take into your journaling practice. You know, like crafts are for everyone. That is a sticker that I got from a market, from a local ish market. And one of the places I will say to get your stickers from, like support your local everything, a lot of those were bought at like art markets. And I think that they're a great place to find unique stationery that you wouldn't get, especially now we're looking at Joann's closing, unfortunately. This 2024 vision board was from a book that I bought at a local, like, kind of gift shop boutique thing. And it was something that I wanted to take into the end of 2024. So, talent is luck. The important thing in life is courage. Um, and that I'm kind of taking into 2025 because my word of the year is audacity. I I didn't collaborate as much as I wanted to. These are things that I kind of want to take into 2025 as well. Gratitude was something that I did kind of take from this and take into the next year. So there are a lot of things that um, I kind of wrote down. The flow paper books I really was obsessed with, and I think a lot of people in the journaling community were. I got a stamp that I kind of stamped dates on. I found that dog sticker. I did lose my dog, Sierra, last year. And although it was a hard year because of that, because my dog was like my comfort animal person. I mean, a dog isn't a person, but you get what I mean. It was a very difficult year in that respect. So I really do miss her, and I'm grateful for the time that I did have with her. Sorry for the shadow in this. I was trying to get the lighting fixed and my table was kind of a mess, but I figured why not record anyway? So, the band The Fascists Save the Books, those were from, I think, another local artist market or a bookstore, and I kind of went with a theme for the books. I put different book stickers and things like that for that page because I'm grateful for books. Last year, I wanted to read 40 books in 2024. I did not reach that goal. I got to 38, but I will say I read It by Stephen King, and that's over 1,000 pages. So I feel like even though I didn't necessarily hit my goal, I still did a pretty good job of reading and staying in that, and I really love to read. I think one of the things that you can incorporate in any journal, it doesn't have to be gratitude, is interactivity. There's this envelope that I put and I filled like a paper with names of the people in my life that I'm super grateful for, and I stuck it in there just because I didn't want to show people when I was making this video. And that flower vellum paper was from Flow, and I kind of cut it down to fit inside the book, and I thought that in my little journal, I thought that went well. It added some texture and just interactivity to the journal. I also liked layering different stickers of what I had. I did end up buying some fall sticker sheets and books because I was doing this every day. A journaling practice, it was an everyday thing for a month, and um it was kind of a struggle, I'm not going to lie, to find the time to do it. But it was very rewarding looking back and seeing all the things that, I created. So there was also things that I could do for self-care because gratitude is a form of self-care. So tidying up, reaching out to friends, unplugging, therapy, journaling, slow down, sleeping in. And I feel like when you acknowledge your gratitude or like write things down, like my fiance brought lunch, bringing me lunch for work, that was a memory that, okay, like seeing the film Heretic, that really brought me back to November of 24 and what events that I did, where I was at, travel and vacation. I had learned that I would be going to California in June of 2026 that month, so I wrote that down because I'm very grateful um, for that opportunity to be able to travel. And there's some more things that I wrote down to be able to go to the theater because not so long ago, 2020, for a while, like almost a year, if not more, I didn't go to the theater to see movies. So we went and saw Nora. And I also put a to-do list. You can put a to-do list, organized gift list, and wrap Christmas presents. That really takes me back to the time again. And I put a lunch at Vicious Biscuit, what I had at Vicious Biscuit. So I incorporated things that I had in the paper collections that I have, the ephemera, the stuff that I had laying around. I really tried to incorporate stickers that I had, very fall themed, like I said before, and some of them I labeled. I also wrote down some affirmations and really positive, like, believe if you can, you're given this life because you're strong enough to live it. I also, like, I didn't write this down, but the time will pass anyway. And so looking back at this, I'm really grateful that I did this to see, like, the creativity and the care that I took out for myself. And I'm trying to journal every day this year. There are a few days that I missed. So it's kind of hard to do when you have a lot going on in your life. And I think that an important, like, a way to make journaling accessible is really just in combining, like, right as you see, I wrote down in pen, or the affirmations, some of them I wrote down in ink and paint pen, and some I just stuck pictures to a page. Like, I am capable. I thought that said creative. I am unstoppable. I am limitless. No one is you. That's your power. Yes, I can. These were all stickers that I had that I was like, this is very, healing isn't linear. This is very empowering. I'm very grateful for that. These are things that I'm grateful for about myself. Like, affirmations are things that you're grateful about yourself. Like, I am creative. I am thoughtful. I am kind. I am grateful. These are things that to kind of prepare my mindset to be more resilient because a lot of things are going on in the world. I also incorporated some Thanksgiving stuff that I had on hand because that is the holiday of that month. Really, it's more fall themed. But that was just stuff that I had. I got this as the Life is Present sheet. It was a piece that came with my Hobonichi, and I really liked the sayings on it, so I stuck that in the journal. It was kind of what I was wanting. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. A lot of pumpkin things, a lot of gratitude things. A lot of things like short Best Buy visits. Sorry. Stationery swaps. So some things I really went into detail. Storage for stickers, warm clothing on sale for winter, warm gingerbread chai. These were things that it's done in a list, but if you wanted to, you can really incorporate, like, writing what happened or peace and love. Like, that was a sticker that I had. That's stuff that I'm grateful for. you can go into more of a junk journal where you put things from your day that you're grateful for, places you shopped, or maybe a photo strip, or something that your friend, family member, the person in your life that's important to you gave you. I think that that's a really cool thing to incorporate in any journal, but a gratitude journal would be really cool because then you can remember you're grateful for this person and what they mean to you and specific memories that they mean to you. Um, I found this sticker that was like a pomodoro, which is tomato in Italian, and made me think of my grandma's rigatoni. And I like literally the moment I was like called to that sticker, I don't know what it was, but I was like, oh my gosh, I remember during the holidays my grandma would make this rigatoni that I don't know if anybody in the family knows the recipe for, but I really loved it. And I miss her and I miss the rigatoni. I miss her, of course, but it was just something that I hadn't thought about. Like, I didn't think about her rigatoni until I saw that sticker, and I was like, oh my gosh, it reminded me of that. It reminded me every holiday of eating her rigatoni and spending time with her and listening to her tell stories and play card games with me and my cousins. It was just those memories came back, and it was nice because although it's sad that you lose people like my grandmother, I would say, was not she was part of the glue that kind of kept everybody together and seeing each other. And I feel like when you lose that, it's sad, but it's also something to be grateful for. I'm very grateful that I had the time I did with her. And I wrote down things that I'm grateful for at Thanksgiving, like the turkey, the cranberry stuff. Oh no, that's what I ate. But I was grateful for that because those were things that I liked. I liked the cranberry sauce, the sweet potatoes, buffalo mac and cheese, pecan pie, green bean casserole. A lot of it was stickers that I put down, strive for progress, not perfection. And I think that that's a really good thing that I try to live by when I learned it, progress over perfection, a few years ago in 2019, so 6 years ago now, because I'm a perfectionist. So this video, as you can see my table. I would try to make it aesthetic, or like the shadows, the light isn't that great. And yeah, it's like bothering me a little bit, but I think that the message is kind of important and that people will see it and still get inspiration from it. It doesn't have to always be perfect. And that's another thing that I hope that people take into their journaling practice is not everything has to be perfect. A lot of people, you have to think a lot of people get paid to do certain things and market certain things a certain way. So, not everything is going to be perfect. I'm trying to show that realness because for me, it's hard to kind of let go of that perfectionism. I was thankful for the challenge. People inspired. I inspired people, I guess, because they commented and they're like, "Oh, I want to journal," and that made me like actually pretty proud more than anything that I inspired somebody to journal. And like, I don't know, it's weird when somebody says like, "Oh, you inspired me," and I'm grateful for that. That was like kind of crazy to hear that from people because I never really expected that. I just shared my journals as like a way to kind of build community with other people, but also like just share what I did. And I hoped to inspire people, but to hear in real time that like people were inspired by it or they liked it was really nice. I'm not gonna lie. And it really kept me motivated to daily journal because up until this point, like I had not daily journaled. It was a thing that I picked up every now and again. So again, make it accessible for you. Keep supplies close. You don't have to. Some of this really was me just pasting or sticking stickers on a page. And I think that whatever your journaling practice is for you, like live that. And I put some upbeat songs because again, the gratitude, just writing, I felt like writing things down was just not enough. I wrote songs that I was grateful for, that I really liked, that kind of got me in a better mood, that made me feel a little bit better. This was really just kind of me trying to be grateful, but trying to come up with something that isn't just writing down a lot of the same stuff, that really was specific. So it was a lot of songs that I was listening to, like MacArthur Park by Donna Summer, because I saw the new Beetlejuice movie last year. I was obsessed with that song. And now it'll remind me of that time, because as I'm narrating this, it's 2025, so it reminds me of that time. And if you remember the beginning of this journal, I had that little, like, card with the cat and its hat, and that was like in the back of the card or something, so I stuck that in there as like a way to say hello and goodbye for whenever I open this journal. And I did the thank you, thank you, thank you as a way to it reminded me of those grocery store bags, but I did it in gold because of fall. And that is the end. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate all of you for sticking um, through this rambling. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again.